Hello everyone, Target Clear. I have some ZigZag tasks like, well, let's start with the first one. Let's call it task 1. Extend the skeleton program to allow the user to end the game at any point, that is, in the main game loop when typing an expression, rather than wait until they've lost. We need to modify to allow the user to enter the word quit in capitals to end the game rather than entering an expression. So where we read the expression should quit and display the final score. Update play game method to allow the user to quit. Ensure the code does not decrement the test score on that turn. That's kind of important. Always take a highlighter to your question, read the question, it's half the answer. So I'm taking original, which I have here, copy, paste, rename it to ZZ1. And in that ZZ1, I can start coding. Right, it's not in main, it's in play game. They've actually told us this. This is the user input. This is where it might be quit. So we'll simply do if user input is equal to quit, then we're going to need to do something, but we need to be quite clever about it because we don't want things to be decremented and so on. So one way to go about this, frankly, would be to return. Would that work? Yeah, if we return, because if we return, it's not going to display the score. Same deal, we can exit. There's like a function. We can exit the program straight up, but again, that's not going to display the score. So we loop as long as game over is false. So if we set game over to true, single equal, obviously, this will not do anything until the next pass of the loop. So we're still going to go through all of this. So we're going to fail here. We're going to decrement the score, which we don't want. So to skip over all of this, we can do continue. Continue is a keyword that within a loop, be it an if or a while or a for, that means just go to the next iteration, and the next iteration, the first thing we check is whether the state of game over, and since game over is going to be true, it's going to drop off the bottom here, finish the loop, meaning print game over and display the score as if we've lost. So like the displaying the score at the end and quitting is all kind of those two lines there. Then we come out of this, there's a last input before we quit the game, and then we get back to the main and the code is finished. So let's run this, run Python file. The tests for this are, now what happened to my, yeah, like this. So use the training game, which is in fact more the testing game, and so 8 plus 3 minus 2. We've got first the case to check we've not broken anything. This has cleared the target of the 9, target clear, and then we can just type quit. So if I type quit in lowercase, it's not going to work. Quit in uppercase, that's not going to work either. Quit, it's not removed an extra one, right, and displayed the score and finished. And we're in the last input, and then we get back here. We can make it a little bit better by just having maybe this dot upper, so that now if I 8 plus 3 minus 2, if I type quit in lowercase, this is also going to quit. But to be fair, this is all well and good, but we can also use a single statement break, which is kind of like continue. It's a statement you put inside loops, but instead of continuing to the next one, it just breaks out of the loop. So then we end up here, and those are the kind of like conclusion of the printing the score and quitting the game. So yes, 8 plus 3 minus 2, quit, still works. I've exited the loop. That was task 1. Everyone's very happy with it. I'm not going to show the diff, I just leave those 2 lines here. Back to this view. And thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more tasks.